All right, this that little coffee cup. Get it to subscribe and like it, and here we go again. That's a nice morning on the deck. We like some color. And let's go ahead and do it. All right, here we go. We don't always make La Pavoni, but this is my our camping kind of tailgate kitchen I've developed over the years. I've used old pots from the kitchen for many years, but slowly I got some nicer stuff. And, you know, nice frying pan with the removable handle. You know, it's a pretty good brand, and I'm not here to tell you to buy whatever, but there it is. I keep a little box with like this for a hot pans, and this, that, and this handle works for something. Just some little measuring things if you need them. And this handle goes with this. It's just a basic crappie grinder, but shoot, this thing works pretty darn good for what it is. And yeah, that just goes on. This doesn't, you know, quite fit in there, but I put it in there, so we have that. We have a selection of pans. They're all pretty nice. They clamp down on the lid, so you can store the one thing, so you can store the other pans in there. See, they're nice. I keep some extra paper towels and trash bags. We're always picking up trash and carrying our own, and we will pick up trash if we find it. So that's pretty neat. I really like these pans. They go in there. The only thing is, this one, yes, but this little one won't fit in that one. It's just a little bit off. That was their only design flaw, but it's still pretty nice. So, you know, that's just the way we do it. And then I have also the small pan. I just wanted all three sizes. You could probably go with one, and I just keep a little Blue Dawn in here. And an extra plastic bag, just... If you're just on a day, I also bring the dishes home to wash. But if you're out, you have it in there. It's all kind of stored. It's not going to pop open and everything like that. And then the other thing I have from them is a tea kettle, just in case you're doing some tea, or a lot of people like tea instead. And I just keep a couple things in here. I just keep a little mixture of pepper and salt and stuff, some spices, just in case, a little generic one. And then I also keep some tea bags. These are probably ready to be switched out. And just a couple extra paper towels and trash bag. Again, just to keep everything clean where you're at. And not everyone picks up their own trash, but we do. And so it's a pretty cool little teapot. And if these handles get hot, you can take that little grabber and pull it out. But yeah, that's this little tiny spout right there. It's really cute. But yeah, so that's all the stuff I go with pans, and they just all go in here pretty nicely. I have a little way to nestle them all in. And then the teapot goes there. And the little pot in the teapot. So we keep these, and then we have some silverware. We have a titanium spork, you know, one of these, a pretty good one. Bigger spoon, so that works. And then I have this type of spork that has a, you know, pretty good knife, a little bottle opener. Just a nice utility, a little stronger, a little nice utility. And then I have this weird little folding one, the Go Sunset, where the silverware comes out. And see, you slide it in and out, and you can use it. It's pretty neat. I don't know if we use it, but in a pinch you can use all this. So that's what I keep around in there. I just keep it in a nice little Tupperware-esque thing here, so it's all contained. And we have our grinder. And then I also bring a couple pots for the coffee. I bring this one, which I like to have the bellman go into when I make the bellman coffee. Here, see, I'm drying it out. I put a little paper towel in there. Kind of keeps it dry from any leftover water. And that's a good thing to do. That way it's all kind of ready. And then it just, you know, usual bellman. I have a newer, this one's like a steel rather than aluminum. It's a newer replacement model. And, you know, just the usual bellman. Of course, this is not one of the original ones, the Ben Wooden or whatever. This is a unbranded one, but I believe it's, you know, just a copy of it. But I like these tops with the pointy a little better. You know, just the classic little bellman. So this is a good one to take for the stovetop for the beach. And that's what I do. I just run the coffee into there. And then we have a frother. I do have the frother here. It has a single tip I put. I had a triple, but I switched this to a single just because you can steam without as much pressure, but it takes longer. So I might go back to the triple. I don't know. Anyway, but I have the frother too. This is a really old frother. God, I got this so long ago, but it's still been great. The metal's been good. It hasn't really chipped up or got any little weird holes. And all this rubber and the little thing has just lasted. You wouldn't believe this is like over 25 years old. And the little screen stayed good. So this froths milk pretty good. I don't know what brand. You know, it came from a, God, it came from a bookstore somewhere that had a little coffee shop in it. But it's unbranded. And God, this thing has been like epic for years. So, and that kind of just nestles right in there. And so you have your little setup with, you know, your frother and everything. And we do grind coffee quite a bit when we go, but if we're just going for the day, I'll just grind some and bring a little Tupperware of it, you know, just to make it easier. But sometimes I grind for the fun. And then we keep 3 mugs, in case Moody's here, because usually it's just me and Uta. Yeah. So we keep 3 nice German mugs. They're that one brand. They're kind of fun. They're nice camping. They're porcelain, but they're kind of a mug, and they're a nice size. So those are pretty good for camping. So we keep those going too. I just kind of fit those in. So yeah, it's a pretty good setup. And I just kind of put it all together in here how it goes. But it's nice, and then the bellman can fit on top. And then I have, it's just a little stand. It's really a flask. We don't really drink her much, but and it's not super cold. But I put milk in here sometimes, especially if we're going to hike in somewhere. I bring this if we're going to make some coffee hiking in somewhere. But just holds enough for a couple small things. But it's a nice, you know, it's pretty cool. It's cute, Stanley. So we keep that around for milk, and you know, just you give us a little bit of sugar. I know that's a sin for some people, but there it is. And just in case we end up with more people, we have a couple of these little funky collapsible cups we could use too. And that's just in case we run into someone or we need to look up. They're neat, they're cheap. Yeah, they just fold down. Nothing too fancy about them. But yeah, that's it. That's our camp setup. And everything kind of fits in. I have to put the coffee maker on its side a little bit because of the handles. So you know, you can spin this around and you don't have to tighten it. And then this just goes in. Right, and then we have a nice little setup, and if I'm bringing coffee, so yeah, that's about it. Anyone can do this, you can do your own, but I like to keep this ready, and then it's just like a nice little clip. Then you have it, and it's ready to go. See, I just keep that prepared, so if you want to go to the beach or picnic or something, you just pop it out. I grab a little more coffee, fill up a little tub of milk, and then you're all ready to go. And then you have yourself set. So yeah, that's it. That's our camping and tailgating setup. So it's pretty cool. And I just keep it ready to pop in the truck when we go.